Hello folks and welcome back to the Breachway demo. I'm so far loving this game. Before I started, I read that basically this game was totally for me, and you know what? It seems to be right so far. This game seems to be totally for me. So we're going to pick the Arbalest, because it's the rail-rounded ship that strikes a balance between offense and defense. It boasts a pulse laser that performs best in multi-attack bursts, destroying enemy equipment with ease. You have the pulse laser, which we knew what it does already, and the catalyst pulse is a precision card. So you fire this first, and then follow it up with as many pulse laser blasts afterwards. All pulse cards fired afterwards deal additional damage. Yeah, so you fire this, because basically this card is the same as this one. However, the second you go, boop, you fire this first, this does just fire damage and 5 damage. So you could do an alpha strike of 14 damage if you manage to have 9 ordnance, 2 energy. The barrier shield has barrier, which is 6 shield points. It requires mass as well. And res booster is conservation, gain 1 energy for every 2 ordnance you spend this turn. Capacitors gain 4 power. Okay, we'll do that. Take off in the Arbalest. Now have an open world map. Faction relations. Most map nodes are under control of one of the game's factions. Events at these nodes are influenced by your standing with the controlling faction. Some events can present choices that modify your relationship with one or more factions. 1 is hated, 2 is disliked, 4 or 5 is neutral, and 6 is allied. Okay, so we are neutral to the Starkin, we are disliked by the Solarii and the Deadweights, and we are allied to the Free Roamers. Captain, our sensors detect a group of Starkin gunships on our flight path. Looks like they are trying to block any ships from entering the system through this Breachway corridor. Judging by the large number of civilian ships further ahead, the blockade is meant to keep people in. It looks like the gunships are in disarray. They haven't reacted to our approach. If we make a run at full burn, we can punch through with little fighting. Okay, so we have 2... What do you do? Overload cannons, emergency shielding, 2 of each resource. Well, we know what you 2 do, because we know. Also, you can clearly level up. Anyway, so we shall go to the blockade. Boop. Busy with trying to prevent civilians from fleeing the system, the only one gunship has noticed our approach. It is heading on our way on an intercept course. We have arrived. Laser pulse and shield pulse. Shield pulse is just a very bad weapon. Okay, right. We can conservation and immediately catalyst pulse into laser. Can we catalyst pulse? We cannot catalyst pulse into laser pulse yet. We just can't. We haven't got the points for it. You're not attacking me either. I'm going to get rid of barrier for now. Am I going to get rid of barrier for now? I'm not going to get rid of barrier for now, I'll tell you why. Because we're going to need to shield it next turn. I mean, all I need is more resources. I've got a really good hand as it is anyway, so... Nothing happens now. This turn, conservation. Catalyst pulse on your weapon. Laser pulse on your weapon. Barrier. Boop. Only 3 cards left in the deck, so it's going to be a beam pulse and 2 shields, isn't it? Capacitor. Might as well might as well clear the deck. Clear the card. There doesn't seem to be a cap on this, so might as well clear it out. Beam that. You're going to shield up, then it's going to get lost to half because you're not doing anything with it. Do you drop down to 0 then? Okay, 1 is halved to 0. You've got shield at the moment, but I want to keep building up capacity, so... Right. I don't need barriers right now. I don't even need conservation anymore. I want to have a full array. You've got 1, there you go. Catalyst pulse. Cube. Lasers. Lasers. Got that. That works well. Add a card. What do you got? What can you give us here? Paired pulse. It does 3 damage 2 times. Energy surge. Gain 4 energy. Sustain 1 heat. Lose up to 4 energy at the end of the turn. Or rampart. Gain 10 shields. If you are unshielded, gain 1 duration. So it was 1 turn of it not being halved. Rampart. I have decided. Does that make us enemies with the Starkin? No, not yet anyway. The last fight drew the attention of everyone in the area. Multiple ships are approaching on the intercept course, but only one of them is close enough to get into combat range on time. You again. Beam sweep in a barrier. 6 damage. Oh, next turn. Stop a barrier there. I might actually go for an overloaded cannons, like a catalyst pulse, overload cannons, laser pulse. Maybe next turn. Okay. Faster, get it out of the way. Okay, so catalyst pulse. Ooh. That does 5 damage. That does 7 damage. Bam. Good. Now I don't need that for a couple of turns. I could rampart, couldn't I? No point in ramparting now. I'll get rid of conservation. I'll need it at the moment. Start chipping down at that as well. You're about to barrier up anyway. Oh, does shield pulse cause duration? That might be it. Might be that shield pulse causes duration. We just wait the shield out. It's 6 damage now. I can't punch through it. If I wait, it'll go down to 3. And hopefully I get points to do more stuff. Like, you know, I can do a full barrage. I can't do a full barrage because I can't use force production. Well, rampart. Get a bunch of shield to stop this beam sweep. Then we could catalyst pulse. Nope. We're waiting for the halving to happen again. Because now you're on 2 points. Conservation, because I can. Catalyst pulse.
Enemy shields down.
Laser pulse. Laser pulse. Add a card. What do you got? Auto shield. Gain 4 points in your shield. Energy surge and lightning pulse. Energy's not a problem. I don't have problems with energy right now. So I guess shield, auto shield is fairly decent because I don't have problems with energy right now. It's also a massless energy source. Massless shield source. Okay, now we're here. Sector gateway neutral. Bam. After we breach the blockade, multiple ships try to make a run and exit the system. As we mix in with a group of civilian vessels, the Starkin ships break off pursuit and focus on keeping the fleeing ships in. Incoming message to the quest captain. It's impossible to isolate the source when there's so many ships grouped together. Greetings, Captain. Impressive skills you've shown there. I could use the services of bold freelancers such as yourself. I'm a data broker by trade, willing to offer a generous reward in exchange for some valuable intel. I need to gather data on the strength of the ships in this sector, and by the looks of it, this isn't the last fight you'll get yourself into. Send me your combat logs after 6 combat encounters and I'll transfer 150 credits on delivery. Oh, and Captain, pick a weapon from my reserves while you're at it. You'll need all the firepower you can get. Consider it an investment in your future. A beam laser or light flak. What is a cutting beam? I'd like to... A light flak is light barrage. Well, beams are lasers, aren't they? It works... I don't say it works well with pulse, but they're not pulse beams. I haven't got target lock, I've got pulse. We'll take the light flak, shall we? Take the light flak. A few moments later, a transport container emerges from somewhere in the group of ships headed for your location. You pry open the cargo bay after security scan and pick up its contents. Right, what have we got here? Light flak. Light barrage is 2 to 5, shred 5. Ideally, we want to keep shooting at every turn we can. Okay, so we can either go to a neutral conflict zone, a disliked conflict zone, or an allied conflict zone. Elite combat disliked, elite combat neutral. Elite combat disliked. You know what? To hell with these pirates. Deadweight conflict zones are impossible to police with limited resources to local factions. A deadweight ship has locked onto your drive signature and is approaching from starboard. Let's blow it up. Boom. Star flare and a charged barrier. You do that every turn, don't you? You can do that every turn, provided you can. Barrier. Oh, our hand capacity went up. What classifies hand capacity, I wonder? Don't know. Well, we don't need anything this turn. We need a barrier next turn, or even a rampart next turn. We will just laser. No, we will just remove that, remove the barrier, and end the turn. The Starflare only happens next turn anyway. Okay, rampart now. Whoop. Conservation. Catalyst Pulse. Take out your weapons as best you can. Laser Pulse. I'm a mistake. I made a mistake. I'm not going to let that stand. I've got to deal with it now. Letting that stand would have been a mistake on my part. Would have been a waste of the damage bonus there. Capacitor. Light Barrage. 3 damage. We get halved. Starflare launches. We can barrier up next turn. Barrier up. Light Barrage. 2 damage. I could auto shield as well and re-barrier, but I don't think we need to re-barrier. Recharge barrier comes in now. Okay, so we need auto shield. There's no shields in our... Yeah, everything we have is in our hand. It's 5. It's gonna drop down. No, we'll do it this way then. Yep. We're on 7. Okay, now we can barrier. We have to barrier. We have 7 points. I will laser pulse. A light barrage, hopefully for a good number. 4, I'll take a 4, and that takes out that. Good. Conservation, barrage. 2. There's your charged barrier. Right. Auto shield. Light barrage. Okay, so I'm working trying to get my. Okay, we have all the beams we need. We just need to have enough weapons for it. I think if I wait one more turn, that should drop down to 3, which means I can 4, 5, 5 is 14. So we're just shy of being able to knock you out. But we can take out your shield.
Enemy shields down.
Which means next turn, you're wrecked. We'll put the ramp. Oh, it's gonna fire the missile now. We can rampart anyway.
Incoming missile.
Oop. And auto barrage to finish the job. Unless you rolled really badly, which was a possibility. Add a card. Covering fire. Deal 3 to 6 damage. 10% chance to discard an enemy attack card for every point of hull damage dealt. Really? A second Catalyst Purge? Catalyst Pulse? See what, it would be like 4, 5, 6? If I did 2 Catalyst Pulse followed by... I mean, if I had a 12, that would go what? That would be like 4, 5, 6, 6. That's 12 there. 4, 5 is 9, 21 damage. Outright. Covering fire just does more flak damage. Of course, a lot of mass though. But there's a chance that we scrap an attack card. We got that's one attack. That's one thing done. I can get another point there, and will give us another point of mass there. Right. So we can't go there. Waypoint allied. You notice a transport vessel along your path. The civilian ship seems to be online yet completely still. By the looks of it, their heat sinks are non-functional and their reactors are overheated. The lack of a distress call makes you think this could either be a trap or a very lucky find. Greetings, Captain. I must be the luckiest man alive for a fellow ally to run into us after a pirate ambush. Not far from here, we were targeted by some pirates. We tried outrunning them, but they hacked our heat sinks, leading to our overheated state. Luckily, a passing Solarii fleet scared the pirates off. Which will help the stranded crew. I'm doing to help him. Engineer, try and bypass the operations panel to control the heat sinks manually. I've been at this for hours now, Captain. I underestimated the complexity of this job, and I'm sorry to say this goes beyond my skills, and I'm heading back. Your crew members return to your ship and you fire up your engines once more. The free roamer captain wishes you safe travels with a warning voice. The severity of the situation just now settling in on him. Sorry, buddy. Elite combat neutral, elite combat disliked. I kind of want to go for the elite combat disliked. Out of pure curiosity. Your sensors pick up a massive heat reading up ahead. An elite Solarii gunship is approaching fast. What can we do? What have you got? You have covering fire and opening shots. Flak shots. On hull damage, apply shred regardless. Covering fire. Chance to do damage. Max flat damage upgrade. Oh, just automatically increases damage. Oh, god damn it. Damn. Dang! Dang, we say. I shall auto shield.
Shields up, Captain.
So you're doing anywhere between 5 and 10. Which means I do actually want to use you, the barrier up. That guarantees that we're clear. And covering fire. We haven't got any duration, so not necessarily something I want to do. 6 damage. Light barrage. Light barrage. 3. Covering fire? Not yet. If the next attack does more 50% more damage, what does that mean for the light barrage, I wonder? So 50% more damage for this would be 5 to 9. Which means it's which means there's a 50% chance at least you'll discard an enemy attack card for every point of hull damage dealt. Interesting. I think I'm gonna tank this though. You did full damage. My god, you did full damage. Of course you did full damage. My word, dude. Of course you did. Right, now we're definitely gonna do this, I think. Can we fire? 6. 60% chance and nothing. Okay. Well, we're gonna get hit by damage now. 4. Right, capacitor. Here's my energy, please. Rampart. Shielding, please. I could barrier up again. You have duration. We have duration, so barrier up is actually useful right now. Flak reload. Reloads all flak shells. Conservation. We got 8. That's fine. We can take that. Orb shrapnel. Let's do max flak damage for every 2 enemy shred points. What's coming? What's the 2 laser pulses are here, so I'm gonna wait for the 2 laser pulses to come in. Flak reload. That would have been a shred. Open shot and covering fire happens again. Oh, bloody hellfire. Wait, what? Okay. Well, I'm going to specifically turn off the opening shot thing. I don't like it. So we're going to go for conservation. Opening shot gets taken down. I'm going to covering fire, hopefully discard an enemy attack card. I'm going to laser pulse. Stop that from being a thing if it's all possible, because those upgrades are causing me grief in the long term. 2 shielding, you're doing 3 to 7 damage. Let's not have that happen. There you go. I think a mask can also get toned down by 1. There you go. Right. It's 37 damage. Barrier again.
Shielding enhanced.
And laser pulse. Put that out. Okay. Auto shield, because we can. I guess it's rampart. Lose the... What's coming off cooldown now? Catalyst and laser pulse are coming off cooldown. Actually, I'm actually gonna burn all of these, hoping we can get a good, like, full damage point. Like a full turn of attacks, you know? Conservation. So it's telling us opening shot and covering fire is coming in now. I can't stop the pair of them. I can rampart.
Shielding enhanced.
That gives us the 10 we need there. Okay. Now barb shot's allowed to trigger off as well. Damn it, really? Come on. Barrier.
Shielding enhanced.
Or just go to conservation? And just take... No, I don't want to waste it. Like, we're specifically building up points for this now. I think wasting it would be the bad idea. He shot for 2. Like, Barb Shrapnel isn't unhappy, but as long as I don't have strat points, it doesn't make too much. Shaped charge. Reduce rating requirement by 1 this turn. Come on, give me my charge pulse laser. Bloody hell. Give me a barrier again. 8 isn't great, but... Black reload and covering fire. Okay, so... We now have the points for this. Catalyst pulse. Zap. Laser pulse. Zap. Light barrage? Yay, it did work. Oh, we shredded them as well. Nice. And I'll put some points into well, Flak is going to trigger no matter what, so we'll see if we can work on getting this other gun down briefly. I forgot to hit conservation, because I'm a fool. Okay, well, at least we know we can definitely make sure that there's extra damage happening here. Taking us for 2 to 5. We will. I could rampart, couldn't I? Rampart. Covering fire. 5 damage there. Light barrage. More shredding. Beautiful. You're gonna do 5 damage. Doink, doink, doink. Even more shredding would have happened there. At some point, with so much shredding, I guess that's the paint target means if you do laser damage, if you do laser hull damage, apply tagged status, which is increased 30% missile damage. We haven't got a missile launcher, but it's good to know. Relentless. 25% chance to return an attack card from your discard pile to your hand every time you play an attack. Upgrade. Upgrades are flat out and they just carry on, right? Generate an extra ordnance for every 2 attack cards you hold at the end of your turn. Well, help me. Oh, that would help me actually build up my thing more, wouldn't it? That would actually help build up my That would help build up my barriers. Okay, that's you're full of cards now. You've got as many cards as you can grab. Armament will help us build up our capacity for building up the combo faster. Sir was able to patch up our hull with some of the salvage took from that ship. 4 hull points were spared. Good, thank you. Special system event is like escape pod neutral. Your sensors pick up a garbled distress signal coming from an escape pod. After sending a drone to inspect the pod, you notice it's of Numen origin. Numen go to great lengths to avoid contact with any outside faction. Whatever this pod is doing here, it's very far from Numen space. What do you wish to do, Commander? We'll open it, of course. You pick up the escape pod and pry it open in the cargo hold. Welcome to Numen. Thank you, Captain. Not many would have trusted a Numen on board their ship. I will aid you on your journey in return for your kindness. You are a gunner. Your next shield card plays this turn. You're a gunner and you do that? Okay. I wonder if leveling up for officers isn't done yet. It's not actually in here yet. Combat Logistics Engineer, Numen, Combat Training. I don't know what the... Numen still work in progress, yeah. Combat Training, chance to spot encounters, Combat Logistics, chance to start combat with each resource, Engineer, can provide adventures in certain situations and chance to repair hull combat. Sure, paint targets. Oop, there. You do want to have a missile launcher at some point. Do you want to go for the other elite fight? Kinda do. It's a neutral fight, so maybe not actually. Maybe we don't actually fight. Oh, I tell a lie. It is a fight. Starkinship. What do you do? Every time Chain Burst is played, reduce the cooldown of Chain Burst attacks by 1 turn. Laser Pulse. Fortify. Gain 6 shield points plus 1 for each Fortify card you play up to a maximum of 12 shield points. Okay, we'll go for armament first, because that's immediately gonna... It's an upgrade, is gonna last a long time. Plus, we're not being attacked this turn. We'll start with a light barrage, just because we can. We'll do want to start poking down. Do we want to start just poking down? No, we have armament. We have armament. Let's get the bloody points up. Spin up. Fine. Chain Burst does 3 damage 3 times. Okay, Catalyst Pulse. We can do that now, which can immediately take out the Laser Pulse and the Conservation. Catalyst Pulse. No, we can't because for God's sake, it's not because it's the wrong bloody card. I thought I had to. Yeah, fine. 1. We can be lucky with this. We're lucky with this. Nice. Good. It's also tagged twice. Brilliant. That's okay with that. You're gonna get shielded up. Right. A bunch of barrier stuff up here. Rampart will come up next turn, not now. I will fire a barrage, however. Do I? 6 damage. It's gonna get halved. I'm not doing anything here. Spend time gaining points. Capacitor, yep. Rampart is about to trigger, so we do that now. Oh.
Shields up, Captain.
3. You can laser pulse you. You're about to shield up anyway, so. Can you get a nope, we're gonna get more points. If I do that, we get more points. We get 4. We should be with 7 next turn, right? Yeah, 7. Good. Laser pulse is gonna trigger this time. I can't really stop anything here. So we're gonna covering fire and hope for the best. Although you have 7. Bloody hellfire. I guess overload cannons would do the trick, but it would still be messy. I want to wait to spend energy because I've got so much energy right now. Covering fire. I could go for force production, give me to 9. Which would give me like covering fire, barrage. That wouldn't do much. Actually, wouldn't do anything at all, would it? This fortify is still super duper high. I need to stop chain burst from happening. 32 hit points. If I hit you with... Let's give it a shot. We did no damage. I'm a fool. We did no damage. Oh god, we're gonna take a hit here. I can't. Does it matter what you're attacking us with? Oh, also I need to remove. I have no shielding for this. This is gonna really hurt. You can do emergency shielding here. Do emergency shielding here. We're gonna get 2 heat off this, I think. I guess not. Right, laser pulse is coming in, so we will barrier. We have the correct value here. I just want to give it one turn, so it usually goes down a little bit there. Well, the chamber's happening as well. Nope, never mind, I completely got this wrong. Everything's hitting at once. Oh dear, I misplayed this one. That chamber is happening every turn. Okay, well, conservation, catalyst pulse.
Enemy shields down. Shredded enemy hull.
Hey, a shred. That's good, at least. I'm taking, what? A bunch of damage here. And you're gonna shield up for 9 as well.
We're taking damage.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be taking what? 13 damage here. So rampart,
Shields up, Captain.
barrier. And I can't light barrage to get, I can't get through, bloody hellfire. Can I? I've got to get really good rolls on this, don't I? I gotta go through 9 shielding here. No, actually, do that. 5 to 9. Gets through that. Did damage, went through it. We got duration, so actually auto shield is worth it. Beep. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so you have no shielding now, 13 damage. You're gonna hit me for another 9. Yay. Laser pulse. 2 damage to you there. Barrier up. Although that was complete. It wasn't a complete waste of time. I could have taken the hit. I could have taken the hit. I wanted to destroy it before the shield came up. That was my concern. Catalyst, I can do. I've got 9 here. I'm gonna do 7. It's gonna be for 4. That's fine. Fine, relative term. Well, hopefully I get a good amount of. Okay, well, 5. That laser comes off. That laser comes down. Bam. Oh, good. Just in time. Well, another paint the target. And another card. Relentless Burnout is what? Gain 8 and use 1 pressure to the fight. Unload. Does 5 to 10 damage, shredding 5. Requires you to play 3 other attack flat cards this turn. Which is, you need 5 mass and 11 ordnance to do this, but it would really, really be nice. Also, I can't carry on with a shred, can I? I mean, that's lovely. I do like that card. We're gonna go for Relentless, though, I think. That's an upgrade that'll be in there. That'll be in the deck forever. That paint target doesn't really. Just sell it somewhere, I think. You gonna repair anything? Nope. Okay. Well, let's do this waypoint here. We'll get to that station there and repair. And the waypoint here. Sir, we've picked up by a hostile surveyor probe. It's probably already transmitted our flight path to every enemy ship in the vicinity. Guaranteed disadvantage for the next 2 nodes. I'm gonna get a repair ship there. Boop. 8 all repaired. Okay. Call it there for now, and we'll go to the Allied space station, and then all the way to the end. I'm assuming boss combat will be the end. I don't imagine this being. If the demo goes beyond this, I'll be very happy, but I don't think it will. Anyway, folks, I'll catch you all next time. See you then. Bye bye.